Berserker, one of the melee DPS classes of Chrono Odyssey. In today's video, I will show you all the skills of this class. Big thank you to Kakao Games, publisher of this game, and to Chrono Studio, developer of this game, for giving me opportunity to play the game and to make this content for you guys. So in today's video, I want to focus on skills. You can see here, I have Berserker using chain blades and this big axe. Check this out, right? Really beautiful axe. Regarding combat itself, how to use these weapons and everything what you need to know, that's a story for another video. However, for today's video, I want to focus on this. So this is content to make, lots of reading, but I want to show you here, right, all the skills, active and passives, and not only that, class mastery skills. This is very important, right? So in today's video, you'll see all the skills for chain blades, twin axes, and battle axe. You can pick two weapons actively. You're using 2 out of 3 weapons actively. You can switch between weapons very fast. You can see here, look, this is now me using chain blades, and this is now my switching, right, to this axe. So basically, you can switch between 2 weapons very fast, easily, and today I want to show you all the skills, right, available for this class. Before we start, let me just say, subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more of Chrono Odyssey videos in the future. So I'm preparing lots of videos, guys, guides like this one for each class. If you are interested into Ranger, other classes like Swordsman, any class, you will see videos of this type on my YouTube channel. Also, if you are interested into crafting, into all the in-game features of this game, life skills, crafting, dungeons, check my YouTube channel. I'm preparing lots of content. Now, let's dive into video. First, let's check chain blades. First, what we have here, sweeping slash 1. Executes a wide crossing slash, dealing total 191.2% damage and gaining Bloodthirst. Bloodthirst recovers 0.5% HP over 12 seconds and increases attack by 10%, stacks up to 5 times. So this is this effect, Bloodthirst. I will not read this every time. Good to know, right? Next, what we have here, sweeping slash 2 grants super armor while using sweeping slash. I like that. That sounds really good. Then we have here sweeping slash 3. Each hit has a 15% chance to grant additional stack of Bloodthirst. Okay. Next, what we have here, fighting spirit 1 reduces incoming damage by 50% for 8 seconds and grants Bloodthirst. Next, what we have here, this is fighting spirit 2, recovers 30 stamina upon using fighting spirit, and on the end we have fighting spirit 3, upon using fighting spirit, grants 2 stacks of Bloodthirst and removes all crowd control CC effects. Next skill here, which you can use, is Chain Strike 1, deals 144.0% damage and pulls the enemy. Next is Chain Strike 2, reduces the rage cost of Chain Strike. And we have here Chain Strike 3. Chain Strike launches the enemy into the air and inflicts knockdown. Oh, I like this. Knockdown after this, right? Glacial Strike 1 executes a downward strike and dashes to the landing location, dealing a total of 222.4% damage and inflicting chill on enemies. Chill reduces movement speed by 4% for 24 seconds, stacks up to 3 times, and max stacks inflicts freeze. Freeze deals 100% damage and freezes a target for 5 seconds. I like this one, Glacial Strike 1. Next one here is Glacial Strike 2, increases Glacial Strike area of effect and inflicts stun on affected enemies for 3 seconds. And on the end we have here Glacial Strike 3, grants additional use of Glacial Strike. Next, what we have here? Here we have passive effects, basically. Bloodthirst, we already checked, gains Bloodthirst for every 15 basic attacks landed, and this effect is giving you a recovery of your HP and increased attack. Next, what we have here, Ruthless, increases critical damage by 20% when Bloodthirst reaches max stacks. Next is Scrapper, increases the damage of basic attacks by additional 10%. Then we have here Hour of Vengeance, grants Bloodthirst upon switching to chain blades, recovers, okay, that's a Bloodthirst effect. Next, what we have here, a Lingering Power, this is a synergy, increases rage generation by 10 upon using Surging Force. We have here Bloodlust, gain Bloodthirst upon using Surging Force. And we have here Seething Blood, recovers additional 10% HP upon using Surging Force. What we have here lower, this effect here is Piercing Cold. Attacking enemy effect by chilling deals up to 20% additional damage based on the number of chill attacks. 1 stack plus 10%, 2 stacks plus 20%. Next, what we have here, Unending Rage generates 15 rage upon killing an enemy. Now, what we have here next regarding active skills, we have here Chilling Strike 1. Executes a leap attack. Okay, this is good. Leap attack. Dealing 100.3% damage, inflicts stun on enemies affected by chill for 3 seconds. I like this. This is leap. This is very nice. We need to use that in the future. Then we have here Chilling Strike 2. Consumes all stacks of Bloodthirst. When using Chilling Strike, the damage of Chilling Strike increases based on the number of stacks consumes. 1 stack, 2 stack, 3 stack. You can see percentages. I don't want to read everything here, but basically it's increasing up to 5 stacks. Then we have here Chilling Strike 3. Triggers an icy explosion at the point of impact, dealing 48.8% damage to nearby enemies. Next, what we have here, this one is Chain Cleave 1. That reminds me a little bit on Gladiator. When I see Cleave, then automatically I think about Gladiator of Iron. But anyway, Chain Cleave 1 executes one-hand slash, dealing 68.0% damage, using the skill against actives as second attack. Deals 102.1% damage. Grants Bloodthirst upon landing the first attack. Then we have here Chain Cleave 2, inflicts chill on enemies upon landing an attack. Chill reduces movement speed by 4% for 24 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. At max stacks, inflicts freeze. Freeze deals 100% damage and freezes the target for 5 seconds. Then we have here Chain Cleave 3, reduces the rage cost of Chain Cleave. And we have here Steel Vortex. What is this one? Active. Pulls all nearby enemies. Oh, this is nice. Pull. Then stomps the ground to inflict knockback, dealing total of 270.3% damage. Oh, this is good one. Steel Vortex is really good one. This is nice, guys. Can you imagine? Pull all nearby enemies, stomps them on the ground, right? Knockback and then damage. I like this one. Steel Vortex 2. The final strike of Steel Vortex inflicts a knockdown. Also, each hit has a 30% chance to grant Bloodthirst. And we have Steel Vortex 3. Upon landing, Sweeping Slash on Chain Cleave reduces the cooldown of Steel Vortex by 1 second. In the middle, we have Soaring Blades. Executes an upward slash, dealing 130% of damage and inflicting chill. Soaring Blades 2. Upon landing, Soaring Blades generates up to 50 rage based on the number of Bloodthirst attacks. Okay, stack number 5 is 50 rage. And on the end, Soaring Blades 3 resets the cooldown of Soaring Blades upon killing an enemy with Chain Blades. Guys, I have to be honest, Chain Blades, this is looking very good, especially this Vortex thing, right? Yeah, this is looking so good. So good. So many good skills, right? Let's move forward to next weapon of Berserker, and that is Twin Axes. First skill here, Slaughter 1. Executes a devastating strike, dealing a total 128.5% damage. Okay, while Berserk is active, reduces the rage cost of Slaughter by 16, reduces cooldown by 1 second, and increases attack speed. Next, we have here Slaughter 2. Every second use of Slaughter inflicts knockback on hit enemies. Nice. And we have Slaughter 3, increases the total damage of Slaughter to 159.7%. What is this here? This is Empower X1, increases damage by 20% and movement speed by 15% for 10 seconds. Then we have here Empower X2. Upon using Empower X, recovers 1% HP per second for 10 seconds. And on the end, we have here Empower X3. While Empower X is active, killing an enemy resets its cooldown. Next skill here is Axe Throw. Throws a returning axe, dealing a total of 81.5% damage and generating 10 rage. I like this. So it's some kind of range, right? It's throwing an axe. Next here is Axe Throw 2. Charge up to 2 axes. Great. And Axe Throw 3. Inflicts stun for 5 seconds upon landing both the initial attack and returning axe. Next skill here is Immortal 1. Grants Immortal for 10 seconds, preventing HP from falling below 1 and generating 2 rage per second. Gains super armor while Immortal is active. Interesting skill for Berserker, right? Immortal 2, upon landing the final strike of basic attack, reduces the cooldown of Immortal by 3 seconds. And on the end, we have here Immortal 3, recovers 20% HP when Immortal expires. And next, we have here a few passive skills. Unrelenting Spirit increases attack by 10% when HP is below 50%. Okay. Overflowing Force increases movement speed by 15% when stamina is full. Next one here is Blood Rupture. Inflicts bleed upon landing a critical hit. What is bleed? Deals 7% damage over 2 seconds, every 2 seconds for 15 seconds. Stacks up to 5 times. So basically, it's a dot, right? Basically it's a dot, bleed. It's a damage over time. 7% damage every 2 seconds for 15 seconds and stacks up to 5 times. Bleed reduces defense by 10%. Oh, this is so good effect, right? Colossus, passive skill also, upon switching to twin axes, generates 40 rage and recovers 30 stamina. Next skill here is Relentless Hunter. This is synergy. While Berserk is active, basic attacks triggers a dash attack towards enemies that are out of range. And we have here Chain Range, generates 2 range per second while Berserk is active. And we have here Reciprocation, increases the HP consumption of Berserker to 2% while increasing damage to 30% and movement speed to 30%. This passive here is Sanguine Blessing, increases critical hit rate by 10% when HP is below 40%, and Enduring Spirit recovers 5% HP upon landing an attack while HP is below 40%. Let's go forward with some active skills. We have here Clobber 1. Delivers a powerful swing, dealing 81.2% damage and inflicting knockdown and bleed. Bleed effect, we already know what it is. It's very nice dot. Clobber 2 recovers 20% HP upon landing Clobber. And Clobber 3 increases the damage of Clobber to 111.8%. What is this here? This is Headbutt. Really? This is the interesting name of the skill, Headbutt. Dashes forward. Okay, dash, guys. And delivers a headbutt that deals 131.6% damage and inflicts knockback. Upon hit, reduces enemy attack by 25% for 5 seconds. So guys, it's a dash, not only dash, it's a knockback after dash. Amazing. Really amazing, right? Then we have here Headbutt 2, generates 20 rage upon landing Headbutt. And we have here Headbutt 3 effect, reduces the cooldown of Headbutt by 1 second for each attack landed on targets affected by bleed. I like this. This is pretty good. Then what we have here after this, we have Cleave. Again, reminding me on Gladiator from Ion, because over there they had cleave skills, right? Yeah, if you remember, if you're an Ion veteran player, then you know. Then Cleave 1, active skill, strikes down an enemy, dealing 130.7% damage and reducing defense by 6% for 3 seconds, stacks up to 5 times. Then we have here Cleave 2, increases the damage of Cleave by 169.9% when attacking a bleeding enemy. And we have Cleave 3, grants additional use of Cleave that does not cost rage. Ooh, this is good. So additional use of Cleave that does not cost rage. And next one here is a Relentless Swing 1. Delivers 3 deadly attacks, dealing total of 357.1% damage and inflicting knockback. While Berserker is active, deals a total of 446.5% damage. Then we have here Relentless Swing 2. For every 3 attacks landed on target affected by bleed, increases skill damage by 20% for 8.0 seconds. The final strike inflicts stun for 3 seconds. And on the end, we have Relentless Swing 3, ignores enemy defense upon landing a Relentless Swing. Guys, again, each weapon has something good. You know, like when I'm reading like this, right, I already went for this type of the video for each class. Check my YouTube channel. If I didn't already upload, maybe this will be the first video in this series. I have one video for each class, for each weapon like this. When you are reading like this, I mean, all of these weapons have something very specific, unique, and powerful about them. Let's go with Battle Axe. Whirlwind 1, first skill, active, channeled. Okay, spin up to 20 times, dealing 35.5% damage with each strike. Each spin consumes 2 rage. That is important. When the skill is reactivated after the final spin or when rage is depleted, delivers a powerful strike that deals 75.7% damage. allows movement during activation, but movement speed is reduced by 40%. Each hit has a 50% chance to grant Whirlwind. What is Whirlwind? Wait. Whirlwind increases attack by 7% for 10 seconds, stacks up to 5 times. Ooh, this is good, this is good. Something normal for Berserker, I would say, right? Whirlwind 2 reduces the initial cost of Whirlwind, and Whirlwind 3, Whirlwind inflicts bleed upon hit and no longer reduces movement speed. Bleed effect is a very nice dot damage over time. Then here we have Thunder Strike. After blocking an attack, counterattacks with the axe, dealing a total 250.2% damage and inflicting knockback. Generates 20 rage upon landing the final strike. Then we have here Thunder Strike 2. Upon landing the final attack, recovers 10% HP and inflicts a knockdown. And on the end, Thunder Strike 3 reduces cooldown by 1 second for each attack landed on enemy affected by bleed. Next skill here is Raging Axe 1 actually. Active skill strikes down an enemy dealing 163.5% damage and inflicting knockdown. Upon hit, generates up to 5 rage per second for 8 seconds based on the number of Whirlwind attacks. You can see here 1 stack 1 rage, up to 5 stacks 5 rage. Next, what we have here, Raging Axe 2 extends the duration of Raging Axe rage generation buff to 12 seconds. And we have here Raging Axe 3 increases the damage of Raging Axe to 204.4%. Next here is Unyielding Strike 1. Performs an upward strike, dealing 161.6% damage and inflicting knockdown. I like that. Gains super armor while using this skill. Damage increases with the number of Whirlwind attacks. 1 stack, 202.0%. 5 stacks, 363.7%. Ooh, this one is pretty powerful. Let's go further. This is Unyielding Strike 2. Unyielding Strike can be charged, increasing its attack radius upon charging and dealing 185.9% damage. Damage increases with number of Whirlwind stacks. 1 stack, 232.3%. Stack number 5, actually stack 5 stacks, 418.3%. This is powerful skill also. Unyielding Strike 3. Unyielding Strike can be charged up to 2 levels, increasing its attack radius and dealing 210.1% damage. Grants up to 3 stacks of Whirlwind based on charged level. Damage increases with the number of Whirlwind stacks. 1 stack, 262.7%. 5 stacks, 472.8%. This Whirlwind thing, it's really cool, right? This is basically this Unyielding Strike 2. Then we have here a few passive skills. For Battle Axe, we have here Steady Stance. Gains super armor for 5 seconds upon using a skill. Okay. Next one here is Tenacity. When HP is below 30%, gains a shield equal to 30% of the max HP for 10 seconds. Then we have here Battle Ready. Upon using a skill, reduces incoming damage by 4% for 5 seconds. And next one here is Taunting Shift. Upon switching to Battle Axe, taunts nearby enemies for 5 seconds and reduces their attack by 20% for 10 seconds. Then we have here Synergy. Blood Retaliation inflicts bleed upon blocking an attack. Okay, bleed effect we already know. It's a dot. Damage over time. Preemptive Defense. Upon blocking an attack generates 20 rage. And Resilient Wrath. Upon blocking an attack increases attack by 30% for 10 seconds. Guys, again, yeah, Battle Axe have its own advantage. It's a little bit slow. I can play, of course, with Battle Axe already. It's a little bit slow, but it is powerful. And let's go forward with some active skills. We have here Blood Whale 1. Gain a shield equal to 25% of max HP for 10 seconds. This is pretty nice shield. Blood Wheel 2 generates 30 rage upon using Blood Wheel, and Blood Wheel 3, when the shield expires, triggers an explosion that deals 133.9% damage to nearby enemies. Nice. Executioner Call 1 throws an axe, again throwing this big axe. Wait, throws this big axe? This must look really good in the game. I need to check this skill. Throws an axe, dealing 42.8% damage and taunting the enemy for 5 seconds. So it's a taunt also. Executioner Call 2, upon hit reduces attack by 15% for 10 seconds. And Executioner Call 3 increases the damage of Executioner Call to 55.6%. In addition, resets its cooldown upon killing an enemy affected by bleed with the Battle Axe. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We have here Severe One. I like the name, Severe One. Slams the ground, dealing 137.2% damage and inflicting bleed. When fully charged, increase damage to 205.9% and expands the radius. Bleed effect, we know it's a damage over time. Then we have here Severe 2. When fully charged, inflicts a knockdown and grants a shield equal to 15% of max HP. And we have here reduce the charge time by half and inflicts 2 stacks of bleed when fully charged. And on the end, we have here all the way down, Spinning Cleave 1. Performs a spinning attack, deals a total of 271.4% damage. Each hit launches enemies into the air. Oh, this is good one. And inflicts a knockback. With the final strike, inflicting knockdown, gains super armor while using this skill. This one is so good. Spinning Cleave. Spinning Cleave 2 increases damage to 339.3%. If enemy is affected by bleed, then deals 441.3% damage instead. Just amazing, just amazing. Spinning Cleave 3 stuns enemies for 4 seconds and generates 30 rage upon landing the final strike. Wait a second. 4-second stun? That's a long stun. Imagine being stunned for 4 seconds. Incredible. Guys, Battle Axe, definitely slow, but looking also very powerful. And on the end, most important, I wouldn't say maybe most important, but very important, Class Mastery. On level 10, you have this passive skill. Warrior Spirit increases attack by up to 100% based on amount of HP lost. Then we have this one, Raging Storm. When rage is below 50%, basic attack generates additional 7 rage. Nice. Then we have few active ones. Avatar. Avatar activates Avatar for 20 seconds. During Avatar, special moves consume 25 stamina and inflicts knockback. Additionally, recovers 3% HP upon landing an attack. While Avatar is active, only basic attacks and special moves can be used. Interesting. Quaking Attack, actually Quaking Impact, hurls a massive rock, dealing 192.7% damage and inflicting stun for 5 seconds. That's a long stun. Quaking Impact damage scales with the amount of remaining rage. Wow. And we have here Explosive Rage. Executes a forward leap. Okay? Forward leap attack, dealing 153.1% damage and inflicting knockback on nearby enemies. Afterwards, strikes the ground, dealing 199.1% damage and inflicting knockdown. Successful landing the final attack generates 40 rage. This is so good. These are so good active. I mean, these are class masteries, right? For each skill, for each class, basically, they are the best skills, right? And we have here 2 passives more on level 20. Crimson Frenzy inflicts bleed when landing a basic attack on enemies affected by knockback, knockdown, or stun. Oh, this is good. And so basically, you need to put them in knockback, knockdown, or stun, and it's already bleeding. And Dominating Presence. Upon using a skill, reduces the attack of nearby enemies by 10% for 5 seconds, stacks up to 5 times. Wow, this is good, guys. This is good. The more I read these skills, you know, I want to play Berserker more. However, guys, yeah, this was the purpose of this video. I wanted to show you all the skills, each one, right, available for this beautiful class of Chrono Odyssey. If you are interested in this type of the video for each class, I'm preparing for each class this type of the video. You will see all the skills, everything what you need to know here on my YouTube channel. In general, if you are interested into Chrono Odyssey, check my YouTube channel. I'm preparing lots of guides for new players, PvP-wise, PvE-wise, best builds, crafting, life skills, gear, dungeons, raids, everything what you need to know regarding Chrono Odyssey, you'll find here on my YouTube channel. Also, visit my live streams on Twitch. I'm live streaming every single day about 6 p.m. Central European Time. If you have any kind of questions regarding the game, I'll be glad to answer and also to keep you updated regarding everything what is happening in the world of Chrono Odyssey. Thank you for watching the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch, and see you soon with another Chrono Odyssey video.